Listen up. You're tuning into the Entertainer Hotline Podcast.
We keep it turned up.
With your host, D Beats.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Boom. Welcome to another episode of the Entertainer Hotline Podcast, where we go from the grind to the glory. And I'm your host, D Beats. And today, we have a lyrical soldier, a Brussels-born icon in the reggae and hip-hop scene, the one and only original Human. And when I ask the whole of Brussels, and them say, yes, true man. So big respect, my virgin. Welcome to the Entertainer Hotline Podcast. Boom, take it away.
I'm happy to be here, bro. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man, bless up, man. You know it go already, man. So, yo, how is everything, man? How is thing going?
Everything is crisp, man. Actually, I'm on holidays, so couldn't be better. I'm by the seaside, sky above, everything cool.
Listen, man, you're above ground level, man. You're a sky. You're the sky.
Yeah, man. For real. Head in the sky.
True.
Feet
So let's
down on the ground.
Huh?
Feet down on the ground and head in the sky.
True. So you, man, let's start from the roots. You came up in Brussels during the rise of underground hip hop and reggae.
Yeah.
What was the energy like back in the bass culture days? What was it like?
So actually, I started with hip hop because we was surrounded by hip hop culture all around us. But between my house and my school, there was a reggae shop. So I used to stop there and not go to school. So from there, we started a sound system because we used to meet. It was really a meeting point for the gathering point. It is the reggae shop. You know what I mean? So we started a sound system in 1994. The name was Biz Culture Sound, and we used to organize real sound system parties. Because later on, I did another thing called dancehall station, which was more like club oriented, but really bass culture. But it's the bass and the culture. It's really the basics. So that started in '94, and at that time, reggae was so big, huge all over the world, and especially in Europe. So we started that. It was real mix up people, all kind of people, from the lighter to the darker shade of skin, and spreading the vibes, recording dub plate, organizing parties, and then doing little clash and thing, just vibes.
All right, let me ask you now. How did the name Original Human came to life?
All right. So my birth name is Manu. All right, Manu. And someday, because I was also doing some tag graffiti things, and a brother of mine was sitting next to me in class, said, "Bro, if you put the U in front of the MAN, you have human, which sounds like human being, which is also something I'm into. I'm a humanist. So
true.
We brought that to life as human. But then when I signed to BMG Record, I had to secure my name, and they told me, there's already a human and thing. So I was looking for something to put in front or behind that would make it sound perfect. And original human, original thing. Like original is a word that we all use in reggae music. So original human also, well, I'm the original human. I'm a human being, so I'm original. You know what I mean? I'm genuine.
True.
That's how it came to life.
Okay, that's well done. So let me ask you something now. Just follow up on that. Did you always blend reggae and rap, or did that just evolve over time?
Actually, when I started, my first record was I don't know if you know Just Ice. It's back from the New York days, original hip hop, and it's kind of like KRS-One and all them guys. So it has, American rap is very influenced by Jamaican culture, and you have many Jamaicans in rap story. So I used to rap, But even when I was rapping with my group, I was doing already ragamuffin chorus and singing and sing. But then since we started the sound system, I started to bring all the artists from France, and France has a very big scene because they have the Caribbean colonies. Well, which are not colonies no more, but you have territoire d'outre-mer as they call it. So they have real roots with Caribbean culture. So I brought all those artists like Daddy Moray, like Nutty, Ragasonic, all of them, man. And it
Yeah.
happened that I was more focused and involved into reggae music than hip hop. Though I still listen to hip hop and I produce some youth around me, and I'm still busy with hip hop, but my thing was actually reggae because reggae also is, to me, there's a message in reggae that you don't always find in hip hop. You know what I mean? You have
True,
some
true,
messages
true,
in hip hop, but reggae is really like it's a messenger thing, and I'm kind of
true.
busy with. I kind of care of what is going on in the world, and I'm interested about that, and I want to spread positive vibes and positive messages, and yeah, that's how it came. So reggae was finally my main thing.
Okay, okay. And what would you say? What were some early influence, both musically and culturally?
Well, well, French rap was very influencing for me, like the early days of French rap. Of course, hip hop. I started listening to hip hop like in 84, 85, you know. So I started with like uh, Run-D.M.C, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Rakim, all them guys. And as I was hanging by the the reggae record store, I used to listen to a lot of reggae music also. But basically, before the Green Sleeve days, I would say like 88, 87, I was already in the shop. So it was before there was already Green Sleeve, but when it started with digital dancehall, like, the Macolas Pirates, all them days, digital dancehall.
Yeah,
But before that, yeah, of course, I was listening to, I would say, Black Uhuru, Steel Pulse, Bob Marley, Burning Spear. And then the culture grew, and I grew with the culture. So after that was all the Bobo era and all the dancehall era. And yeah, of course, I was also listening to guys like Ika Mouse, which for me is already the start of dancehall and ragamuffin. So
true.
I've been inspired by. I was lucky enough to have a shop with a lot of records, and that was my main influence, is listening records in the shop and saying, I love this, I don't like this, I like this, I like that. You know? Also because the guy who was owning the shop was a UK guy, his name Sir Pete. So he was also bringing all the dub club culture, the dub, like Jashaka, Irish and Steppers, Sound Irish, and all them dub years, Alpha and Omega. So yeah, it was a rich environment with music. I was blessed with music, actually.
Okay, okay. Moving forward, you don't know already, it's from the grind to the glory. And we have the original Human. And he never finished giving a theme story. Let's continue. Your lyrics are conscious, revolutionary, and reflective.
Yeah,
Albums like Humanity and Humanist hit deep. When you
yeah.
were in the booth, what were the message you were trying to send to the world?
Well, I've always been some kind of revolutionary warrior. I
Mm.
was really involved into politics when I was younger as a militant. So I've always been looking at the world, trying to understand the world, and also telling my opinion on the world and what is going on. And also trying to spread, like, yeah, actually a solidarity message and a wisdom message, so that don't be a fool and don't let them fool you. Be strong, be a warrior, be clever, educated, intelligent, and militant, because we have to defend and stand for our rights. So that was always my thing, and I've always been keeping to that.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. And you don't know already. So let me ask you a question now, just to follow up. Do you feel like today's artist is carrying the same responsibility for lyrical content?
All right. I would say some artists still bring some lyrical content, but I don't see nowadays groups that spread the message like Steel Pulse or Black Uhuru used to spread, you know, like original reggae things, like the original reggae message, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, also, of course, repatriation, African culture, blackness consciousness, you know, but also political message. Like when that's why I call myself the dancehall punk, because you can see I'm a white boy, right? But remember that there were days that Bob Marley used to sing punky reggae party because he was sharing and sharing in London with punks. And I will not assimilate myself. I don't try to be a white black guy, you know. I'm a punk doing reggae music, but I'm aware of what is going on. And I think that it was more conscious back in the days than it is today. But I think it is basically true for all the music. Like if you take groups like Dead Prez or Public Enemy back in the days in hip hop culture, they used to be very assertive with the message. No, the message is less important. It seems like everybody wants the money and nothing else, which is not right. I like money, yeah? Don't mistake me. But money is not the main point for me. To me, when you sing, it's not about I got this big car and I got this BBL girl, and I don't care, man. I want to hear you spreading words that I will relate to, you know? And I don't relate to big cars and BBLs. That's me. I like to ride in a big car and I like big girl, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the message in the music is bigger than anything else out there, you know what I mean?
For real.
And that's why I always let them know, like, yo, listen to me. If you don't network, you don't get work.
For real.
And if you're not booked for it, you need to go look for it. You know what I mean?
That's true, bro. You're damn right. You're damn right.
Yeah. All right, then, now. Usually, on the Entertainer Hotline podcast, we usually do the quick fire segment. But I must switch it up because guess what? You're the original Human. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, watch this now. When you hit the studio, what's your creative formula? Do you write first, build rhythm, or vibe off of life and let it flow? Let me know.
I have two ways of working. I sometimes write lyrics with no music just because I need to write. And I sometimes write with the music behind and trying to build something on the music. But I even often go to the studio and start writing at the studio when they play the music. Engineer play this, engineer play that. All right, let's find something. Okay, we have a hook. Let's do it like this. I like the working process, you know. I like to work actually. I like when take time. It's a whole process. I like the process actually. I trust the process and I like the process.
All right. So watch this now. This segment is called Hot 5. And in this segment, I'm going to just throw 5 words out there. You freestyle a sentence or a lyric for each of them. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, bro.
All right. First one, Belgium.
Yeah. Bienvenue en Belgique, le pays des petites piques, conflits démocratiques et querelles linguistiques. Bienvenue en Belgique. You don't know, this is my country, man. A weird country still. Welcome to Belgium.
Bam, 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 bam. All right then. Second one, Babylon.
Quand j'étais petit, je disais Babylone. Je savais pas ce que je disais, mais je disais Babylone. Aujourd'hui, je suis presque un homme. Pourtant, je comprends toujours rien. Il y a quelque chose qui déconne. Burn Babylon.
The third one, Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna rap it, but legacy comes with original. I am original, so I'm legit. You understand what I mean? So my legacy is
True.
plain. Bam, bam.
All right. Fourth, freedom.
I'm a freedom warrior. I will always be a freedom warrior. We need freedom. So I don't know.
True.
There's no kingdom unless there is freedom.
And just like the last one now, because without baseline, the girls them can't even get for wine out their waistline. So it's baseline for you.
Yeah, right. Bring up the baseline so me can see you move your waistline. You don't know. We like it fine.
Boom.
Fine.
True. So let's talk about this one. It's recent. And this is what I really salute you, King. You have built a 25-year legacy. Salute to that. What's next for Original Human?
More music,
Any
more
new
vibe.
projects? Any collabos? What?
Yeah, all right. So I've two other artists that I work along. One is named Melan Mananza. He's coming from Reunion Island. All right, which is also a French territory. And another guy called Julian, which is he's in Belgium, but he's an Italian brother. We have a project together, like a 3D hard waiting, just back in the days when they used to do the 3D hard way or 2D hard way. You remember when it was one side, one artist, the other side, the other artist. And then I'm working with another Italian artist who's called Attila. Is from south of Italy, but he lives in Milano, and he's a very good artist. He's connected to One Love High Power. You know One Love High Power, the sound system. They were in Amazura back in the World Clash days. They clashed in the Amazura, so he's connected to the real Italian scene. I have a side project with my brother, which is more like well, it's different. It's more some kind of electronic thing. Let's say no EDM, but electro, something that I write and my brother compose music. But it's really a side project. I'm an artist too. I'm a painter, so I do a lot of work with my paintings. So I have exhibitions coming. Actually, I'm always busy, bro. If I'm not busy, I'm dead. So you know what I'm saying.
That's true. And you just celebrate 25 years of, in the business. How was that? And how was the turnout, man? Congrats.
All right, the party. Thank you, bro. I'm proud of this though. But the party was mad, and yes, actually, because I've been busy with music like for more than, I would say that my first time on stage was 86. So we are closer to maybe 30 or 40 years. I don't know exactly, but we did celebrate the release of an album that was my first EP, a reggae EP called Original Human. That I recorded. I was working with Frenchie from Maximum Sound. You know Maximum Sound, no? Who's working with Busy Signal and all them by. Who's the French guy, yeah? And he connected me to Mafia and Floxy from London, who played some rhythms for me. I was also connected to Brand Netherlands, which was a label back in the day. The guy was owning a coffee shop, where they sell weed. And he had a record label, and he was connected to Barrio Are from Ocho Rios, in Jamaica. So I used to record on original reggae rhythms there, and that started, I would say, in 1999, 99, something like that. And in 2000, we released Original Human EP, which was really my first EP, like piece of work, and that was signed to BMG. So that was promoted by a big label and thing, and that brought me a little bigger than I was already.
True. So yo, listen to me. One of my song that my little son, because he's on summer holiday now, so he's gonna start be on some of the shows with me. His name is DJ Money Mo. He loved
Uh,
that track, Red Eyes. So
red
I
eyes,
just want you to sing. Yes.
red eyes, red eyes, red eyes. Avec la weed family, tu sais qu'on plane. Red eyes, red eyes, red eyes. Actually, the weed family is
Mhm.
because weed is not legal in Belgium. Uh, not yet. I hope it will be someday. So I love
Yeah,
Justin Paul too, you know what I mean? But weed is not legal in Belgium, and weed family is a kind of association really doing militants for to free the weed, you know. And I work with them,
true.
and we promote the legalization because I say everybody should be able to smoke his weed. Since man can drink alcohol, since man can take benzo and all them medicines, why wouldn't
Mhm.
we be free to smoke the weed, which is less dangerous than all them things I named right now? So,
True.
and we started that fight to free the weed in Belgium, like, and now it's been 5 years that I'm working with them, and they are not very involved in music, but they are connected to the reggae scene because reggae and weed is something that people can't really disassociate because it's coming together. You know what I mean? So
True,
we
true,
we
true.
linked up and we teamed up, and I worked with them, and so I recorded that tune for the new project that they released, and it's always based on promoting weed and promoting the free of weed.
Well, that was it. And guess what happened now? From the street of Brussels to the sound waves worldwide. Your keep it original, real, and revolutionary. Big up original Human for stopping by on the Entertainer Hotline podcast. Cause you don't know, it's from the grind to the glory. Let the people them know where they can stream your music and follow the movement.
All right, you can find my music on every platform. So my name is Uman, Uman. I'm there on Deezer. I'm there on Spotify. I'm there everywhere. I have a IG Instagram page, Human Music, UMANMUSIC. I'm still on Facebook, but I don't know who goes on Facebook anymore. But I still have Facebook. I have a TikTok, which is Human too. Well, you can find me all around. If you type my name, you will find me. You will find other things, but I'm the only one related to reggae that you will find with my name, Human.
Okay. And guess what? Y'all heard it. That's another real one on the Entertainer Hotline podcast. From the grind to the glory. And that was Human. Let me fix it. That was the original Human that just give you his
Original.
story. We keep it culture moving. Until next time, stay conscious, stay creative, stay legendary. Boom.
Thank you for welcoming me, bro, and I'm very happy with that because I know that we connected through Nico Rebel, who did I did a song on one of his rhythms that I found, a
Yes.
type of beat something, and then
Yeah.
I'm working with this producer in Belgium called Selecta Killer, which is my brother, who I organized with dancehall station when we organized dancehall station. So that was really dancehall oriented. So it's nice to make a link like this, the circle thing, full circle. I like it.
You know it go already, man.
Yeah,
Bless up, man.
bless
And
up,
you don't know
bless
it
up,
go
bless
already,
up,
It's from the
bless up.
grind to the glory. Are we
Yeah, man,
keeping it moving?
for
See you
real.